let's step right into it because I don't want this to be a 20-minute video. But I grew up being bullied and I wasn't socially accepted. Didn't have many friends, and the friends that I did had talked about me. They were terrible friends, and guys didn't like me. The first guy that I had a crush on told me no guy will like me if I was still a virgin. And it hurt my feelings because I didn't want to lose my virginity. What? Like, okay. Can't I have like the first time great experience like they sell you in TV shows at a young age? Like, did people realize what they let their kids watch growing up? Because I'm like, some of this shit y'all be subliminally putting in shows, and I would catch on and be like, that's cute, but your first time experience shouldn't be prom night. Like, let's be real. If that works out that way, great. I hope you guys continue your high school relationship into college, whatever the case may be. Like, I used to think about this stuff, but I did want a amazing first time. Like, I didn't want it to be some ratchet ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So it hurt my feelings. When the time came, this is so fucked up, but I ended up losing my virginity, and not in a way that I wanted to. Yeah. I was in a situation and I was given a choice, and I wasn't allowed to leave the house until I made a choice. Thank God it didn't end in a terrible way. It was a lot of people in the house, a lot of guys in the house, a lot of people I know to this day. So I'm glad I didn't experience it on a worse level, a terrible level. But just even that alone, like, to have to make a decision and to be in a situation where it's like I can't even call anybody and be like, come help me. Yeah. So I ended up losing my virginity, and after that experience, I feel like that's when a lot of things went downhill for me, because at that point I felt like I wasn't valuable anymore. I felt like I gave away the best part of me, and it sucked. And I felt like I was no longer worthy of anybody's love. And at that point, maybe he was right. The only time somebody will love me is through sex, and the only time that I will be accepted is through sex. And that's how every relationship was after that. Anybody I came across, it was more of like pleasing somebody on a physical level and accepting being the side bitch and being the woman that you know, go to when such and such isn't acting right. I accepted being that late night call, that I can tell you I love you and I care about you and that I eventually want to be with you, but not at this time. And I was okay with that because I was taught that that's what love was. And unfortunately, I didn't have my father in my life to teach me any better. The only thing that he taught me was, don't play with the boys down the street. Sorry, I'm gonna play with the guys down the street because I don't like girls because they're mean, and I'm kind of like a tomboy and I like playing football. But whatever. Thank God I have a great stepfather now, and I have learned the hard way, unfortunately, but he has taught me a lot. And relationship goals, my parents love them. But that happened, and I finally broke away from those toxic relationships, and then I ended up being in my last toxic relationship for 5 years, and this person made me hate myself on a level to where I no longer wanted to be here. So a combination of being bullied, toxic relationships, having your innocence taken away from you, to being in a relationship and devoting yourself to an individual and being helpful and loving them and not wanting anything back, and they take advantage of you, they cheat on you, they talk shit about you, they tell people the only reason that they're with you is so you won't kill yourself. Because towards the end of the relationship, I started cutting myself, and it wasn't because of him, it was because I was in a position in my life where I hated myself so much, and that, dealing with him, it was like he contributed to it, because it was like, well, fuck, I must not be this great person. I'm not shit because I can't even keep a man in my life. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, I didn't get it. I'm such a great woman. What the fuck? Like, am I really not supposed to, am I not meant to be happy? Like, I went through all this shit, and I started cutting myself, and he would hide the razors, and I'd just be like, bruh, I'm creative. If I really want to do something, it's gonna happen. But I thought he cared, but little did I know he really didn't care, because you will go out and tell my business to the girls that you're fucking with behind my back and just all this crazy stuff. So I went through that, and then towards the last part of the relationship, I ended up losing my car. Somebody totaled out my car. So you can just imagine, I'm distracted in my phone. You can just imagine, everything I worked hard for, and the only thing that kept me sane was work. Distracting me was work, and I lose work. I lose my car, I lose my job, and then I can no longer lease another apartment. I have to move back home. Hello, home. And it's like, you are the ultimate failure. You've been doing so good, and now you have officially failed at life. So I was just at a point where it was like, why the fuck am I here? There will be days where I will pray, literally pray. I will beg God and be like, if you really fucking cared, you would not wake me up. This is a waste of time. I just didn't understand. I'm wasting my time. I do good by people, I treat them well, but yet I am still being treated as if I'm the scum of the earth. And I didn't understand why I will watch people that do the worst fucking things to me prosper in life, and I still don't understand that shit, because I'm like, where the fuck is karma at? Now I've humbled myself, I'm like, I'm proud of you, but what the fuck is karma? Somebody gonna have to come catch this shit. I still be looking for karma, that nigga still doing good? Why? I'm petty, but I just be like, what the fuck? And I'm like, but I'm here. Okay, cool. So, karma, we gonna have a conversation. But seriously, I just feel like, God, why the fuck am I here? Obviously, I'm not worthy, because I keep failing. And I just don't understand. I work so hard, and I keep failing. And it got to a point where I used religion as my last resort, because I was so scared. I thought the world was going to end in Was it 2014? Yeah. You know, I thought the world was gonna end. And I'm like, fuck, well, this is my last chance to make it. And anything, I gotta make it into heaven, bro. Like, time to be a Christian. But I grew up a Christian. I was really devoted. I was really passionate about scriptures and everything else. So it was kind of an easy transition. But I literally became crazy. Literally, like, I followed the laws. I didn't eat meat. Like, let me tell you, I was pretty healthy. Skin was clear, beautiful, nails long, strong, hair growing out, body was like, I got all my loving back, but I was losing this little weight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was on point. You know, I read my scriptures, I didn't watch TV. I prayed when I woke up, I prayed when I was in the shower, and I prayed when I went to sleep. Like, I prayed, like, I'll be on the floor for like 30 minutes praying, head wrapped and everything. Praying. Like, I was on a mission to be engulfed in the Holy Spirit and just experience like the fiery spirit and just like that was my mission, because I was like, if I can't do anything right, maybe if I'm a woman of God, maybe somebody will come out of nowhere and love me and just swoop me up and I can just have the perfect life. Maybe Jesus will bless me with something. Maybe shit will go right, because obviously I'm being punished right now because the nigga won't take me, but he ain't trying to save me either. Like, I need to figure something out. So I went through that time period and it literally drove me crazy. Like, it drove me crazy. I felt like I did more suppressing what was natural in my emotions than dealing with them, because I was taught that how I felt was wrong. And I didn't appreciate that. So I slowly drifted away. I kept my spirituality. That's the one thing. I lost religion and I kept my spirituality. I ended up being a smart Christian, you can say that. And when you're a smart Christian, it doesn't work out, because you gotta be I feel like you have to be a dumb Christian to be a Christian. And I was too smart. I asked too many questions and they didn't like that. And people would start telling me that, oh, you're a babe and you don't understand. I'm like, no, I comprehend words. I was taught correctly in school. I understand literature. My essays were on point. Reading on point. Language on point. Don't play me stupid. Like, I'm a smart fucking person. So I end up being too smart for my own good, but I gained the spirituality of it. And let me tell you, that saved me, because I was introduced to meditation and I started meditating instead of begging somebody. I did more begging than praying. I meditated and then I started to exercise, and like I would meditate before I exercise and I would find peace within myself, and then I would be so curious into learning how to vibrate on a higher level and learning more about myself and embracing all those feelings that I felt and saying, hey, I felt this way, but it's okay. It came down to the point where like I was okay. Like, I could literally have a conversation with my ex now and be okay. Like, I wouldn't even be mad at him. I'll probably shade him. Like, we ain't cool now because I can't be cool, but I was okay. I was okay with everything that happened, because that made me stronger. It showed me what I deserved. It showed me that I can be the best person that I can be, and I know what not to do now. Like, I have literally learned from majority of my mistakes. So Jesus didn't save me. I saved me. My awareness saved me. Someone special helped save me. Because I still had those suicidal thoughts in my head when I was a Christian. That didn't go away. And I think I ended up cutting myself again too. So I have one that's recent. It's probably, it was recent. So I didn't completely resolve things when I was a Christian. I still had that battle with myself, and I just feel like it just made me hate everything more. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm praying and there's no change. Like, what's happening? Like, I did everything right. Like, following commandments. I'm not having sex. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Then it was like, you know what, fuck it, bro. This shit ain't working for me. And I just embraced everything that was natural. Like, I started to accept it and be okay with it. And I feel like that's what we have to go through. Like, when we go through bullshit in life, we just gotta accept it. We gotta be like, bruh, like, yep, that happened. So what we gonna do now? I'm still learning that. Sometimes I dwell in my emotions for too long, and it kind of ruins things in the future, because shit could be going great and I'll be stuck in that emotion that I had last week, and they'd be like, well, Britt, shit was going good. Why'd you have to ruin it? You still stuck in your emotions. But what I did learn was feel it, recognize it, fix it. Feel it, recognize it, fix it. I feel sad. I recognize that I'm sad. Why am I sad? Resolve it. Bam, we fixed it. I think that's how we should do things. And if you need help doing that, if you need somebody to help guide you, just find somebody to talk to, you know? I had to have that one person come into my life and just simply talk to me, and it helped. And I feel like that's what a lot of people need. You just need somebody to talk to. So if you ever feel like you don't have anybody to talk to, I'll talk to you. My inbox is open. I will literally pick up my phone and listen to you. I won't mind. Like, I don't care. Like, if you need somebody to talk to, I will listen, because I've been in a situation to where it's like nothing matters, and you feel so alone in this dark space to where you no longer want to exist. And I can't fault anybody for feeling like that, because people commit suicide all the time, and I understand why. But if it can't be prevented, talk to somebody. Don't ever feel like you're alone. Sometimes you're gonna feel alone, but if you can just talk to somebody, please do it. It helps. You know, don't feel as though you have to stick to one thing to be saved. It didn't work for me. It might work for you. If it works for you, so be it. But don't settle. I can say that. Don't settle in your happiness. Be truly happy all the way around. Okay? So, you guys, you're not alone.